up guys, welcome back to JonnyTech. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how to install Linux, or specifically in this case I'm going to be installing Kali Linux, the 2022 version, because the 2023 version on their website is not letting me, like the server's down, so therefore I'm going to be installing the 2022 version. But this is for any distribution. It should be pretty similar to how to install it. We're going to be installing this on hardware. We're not going to, this is not a virtual machine, but this is specifically for maybe an old laptop or old desktop, or maybe a newer computer that you just want to have full Kali Linux on, or even partition it for half Windows and half Linux. So you could do that as well. So let's jump right into this video and let's get started. All right guys, once you're on your computer, you want to head to your browser. In this case, mine is Google Chrome. You want to type in Kali Linux. Just type in Kali Linux. It'll come up their page. Then you want to right here, I'll explain this in a different video. Basically, this is software and this is hardware. So in this case, we're installing it on a computer. So you want to click this one for hardware. And right here is where you would do you don't want to do torrent. But you want to do this, you click that and it would give you the ISO download. But in this case, the server's down. I'm not sure what's going on there, therefore I got a different distribution of Linux, not distribution, a different year. So all I did was type in old Kali and it'll come up right here. You just look at all the different years that it has. It even has 23.2, and I didn't know, I at this time of recording I didn't see that. What I did is I did the 22, I believe it's 22.2. no, it's the one. So I just clicked that and then it took me here to the same page. Once you're there, you have all these downloads. You could do live, which means, you know, you just boot it up with a flash drive and you use it live when the flash drive is in. That's how that works. But we're gonna do the installer AMD 64 ISO, which is fully installing it onto the hardware. You don't have to keep the flash drive kept in. You want to click that one, it'll download it. If you have Mac, you want to download ARM64. Next, what you want to do is look up Rufus. It'll come up like right here, Rufus create bootable USB drives easy, and you just want to go to right here, the exe, the first one. Again, if you're on Mac, you want to click ARM64. Once you have your ISO file and Rufus exe downloaded ready, you just want to double click and then hit yes for allow, and then your flash drive will automatically come up if you only have one. But if you have many, just click the one you want. As a heads up, it's going to erase everything on the drive. Make sure to remove everything important off of it. And in this case, I do not care, so you would just click it and let it do its thing. So next, you want to select the disk or ISO image. In this case, it's an ISO image. So you hit select on my desktop, and right here, AMD64.ISO. As you can change anything you want here, but for now, this is all you need. You can keep it default, and that's it. Everything will go good for you. But if you have any problems, let me know below, and I'll try and help you. So once you have the right drive and then the ISO file, you just want to click start and then hit OK. It's going to write in ISO mode. And now this is warning you, it's going to delete everything. So once it's done, you'll see a similar thing. It'll say like successful. You just want to hit close then, and you're good. You want to come down here, right click the flash drive, and then eject. You want to eject it. And now we're going to move straight to the old computer, in my case that it is. It's an old laptop, so we're going to move right there. I'm going to show you how to install it by plugging now plugging the bootable USB into the computer. So now we can have full Kali Linux on the computer. So let's jump over there right now. Alright guys, now to install it, you want to grab your flash drive, pen drive, whatever you want to call it, plug that into the computer. So you want to power on and then spam the F12 key. So we plugged our USB in, then we powered on the computer, and then we spammed F12. Depending on your manufacturer, mine is Toshiba. The motherboard that you're using, it could be F11, Control Alt Delete, or it could be F2. It could be any F2, F3. It could be any of them. So you want to go to enter setup, because I'm going to show you a couple things that you need to be aware of. If you have secure boot on, if you find this in security or in advanced, you want to turn that off. Then you want to come over here to system configuration, wherever that may be for you, and you want to go to boot mode, and you want to change it from UEFI boot to CSM boot. So this will actually boot, as you see right here, it'll boot the OS. But before we save and exit, we're going to go to the boot option and we're going to put that first. For me, it's F6, and it should give you options. If you're using an old laptop like myself, you can easily navigate with these options that you see down here. You saw me, I moved it from here up to here. So now it's number 1. So that means that the USB drive is going to boot first. Now we hit save and exit, and it's going to restart. And it's going to load the USB. So right here, we can see that this is the Kali installation menu. You can do install or graphical install. I recommend graphical install. So once you hit enter on the graphical install, you just set up basic things: English, United States, United States, American English. This is for me, obviously. And this is where the part right here, where I was getting. Detect and mount installation media, and it's saying that it can't do it. Now you can do like retry, spam it. In this case, all I did is unplug the USB and plug it into a different USB port. So right there, all I did was plug it into a different USB port from the current one, and I plugged it into a different one, and now it detected the installation media and is now working. So all I do is hit continue. Okay, right here it says configure network. If you have an Ethernet plugged into the port, you want to click the Ethernet. WLAN stands for wireless local area network, so you want to click that if you're using Wi-Fi instead of a cable. Go to your Wi-Fi name, your SSID. In this case, I'm going to click this one. I hit enter. Then I click WPA/WPA2 PSK because it's a pre-shared key. I have a key to connect to the internet. If you're on a public network, I do not recommend that. But in this case, you want to press the second one if you do have a password to get into your internet. So let me enter it, and then I'll hit enter. So I hit entered, and now it's attempting to exchange keys with the access point, which means it's attempting to connect to the Wi-Fi. And I did actually have an error when I first did this, and it wasn't connecting. And if it happens, I'll show you what to do. Okay, all I did is press exit, and then it gives you all the Debian installer menu. So all you do, if it's not working, if it's not letting you connect to the internet, that's fine. This is an offline installer anyways. You're either here or here. All you want to do is go next to set up users and passwords, and you can configure the network later. My host name is Sardius. Next, we see that configure network. If there's nothing here, just hit enter again. You don't worry. There's nothing that really has to be here. I typed in the password, and then next you just want to hit continue. And then it's gonna ask you for the clock. Wherever you are, you want to press enter on that, and it'll detect the disk. Now right here, this is actually probably the most difficult part, is partitioning the disk. You can do it manually, but I did guided. You just do this, guided, use entire disk, enter. And then what I did is, even if you're a new user, don't do that one. Go down to this one, press enter, and it'll create all of these for you. It literally just does everything for you. So it does everything for you, and all you have to do is finish. Right, changes the disk. Yes. All right, guys. It's now done loading. It took about 30 minutes to do that. Now it's asking to install grub bootloader. Press yes. If you don't have, just read what it says, but for me, this is a new installation, so I'm gonna press yes. And then you want to choose your HDD, so you just want to press enter on that, and it'll start installing the grub bootloader. All right, guys, next what you want to do is, I keep everything. All of these were checked automatically, and I just kept it like that because I like the Kali default setting. So all I do is click continue, but if you want to switch something, go ahead, uncheck it or check it, and all you do is click continue, and now it'll begin installing once more. All right, guys, installation is complete. It is time to reboot your system. What you want to do is unplug your USB now, just as it says. Just hit continue, and it's going to reboot. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that it helped, and I hope you will enjoy your new distribution of your choice on your computer's hardware. I hope you found it useful and impactful in, learning how to, install things on hardware and other stuff like that, and the different distributions of Linux. So again, if you enjoyed, please leave a like, consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys next time. I'm JonnyTech, and I'm out.